Народные республики Донбасса обратились к России с просьбой о помощи. Мною принято решение о проведении специальной военной операции.
On February 24th, Russian President Vladimir Putin announced a special military operation in Donbass, a pro-Russian separatist region in eastern Ukraine. However, it soon became clear that this was a full-scale invasion of Ukraine.
Russia has launched a military assault on Ukraine, hitting targets across the country.
Gunfire and explosions have been heard here and in the second city of Kharkiv.
It's not clear how many people have been hurt or killed. As rescue efforts continue, a huge convoy of Russian troops is closing in on the capital of Kyiv.
Refugee agencies are warning that millions of Ukrainians could be on the move to escape the fighting, heading for the border with neighbouring countries.
After months of military buildup in the eastern and northern borders, Russian troops stepped foot on Ukrainian territory, attacking major population centers and surrounding the capital Kyiv. What was thought to be a quick run to the capital by the Russians turned out to be a violent war that has been met by a stiff resistance from the Ukrainians, thus creating the biggest refugee crisis in European territory since World War II, with more than 4 million refugees fleeing the country according to United Nations. Lviv, the largest city in western Ukraine, just 80 kilometers away from the Polish border, has become a major logistics hub, where people from all over the country come to catch cars, buses or trains to the European Union, escaping from war. Many of these people end up around the central train station, where refugees, volunteers and security forces mix. Could you tell us what the situation is here?
Oh, as many people we've got, as many different feelings we have. Because each people has different situation from the life.
Yeah.
Some people came from the cities where there's no cities anymore.
Yeah.
They have destroyed houses, they have destroyed lives, they have destroyed everything with little kids. Some people are still okay, we're still okay here. We really sorry for those people, but generally we don't understand for 100% how bad it is, because we are here.
You're here.
We're trying to help those people. That's for now all we can do. Then as many people, as many different thoughts, then I think it's bad.
It's bad.
Super bad, very bad. I do not wish to anyone to happen situation like in Ukraine at all. Because 80 years, no war, no fighting, no nothing. 80 years. And you could imagine how people suffered after this happened. It's bad.
And how's the situation for your family? Is your family here and safe?
Luckily we are here, but my family is okay. They worry, they scared. Mostly when we got the alarm for airstrike, then we go to the basement, hide, because no one knows. Putin are crazy. This time he can bomb the city, he can put the bomb anywhere, and no one knows when and how it's going to be.
What message would Ukrainians like to tell to the
To
world?
the other people all around the world?
Yeah, even Russians.
Russians? Oh, I would say go to hell. That's for Russian.
Russian? Do you
Russian soldiers. I don't care about the people.
Uh-huh.
There's many good people in Russia, and I know them because we are related all over the USSR. But now Russian soldiers destroying my country. They're destroying the nationality. They destroy everything. Then go to hell, Russian soldiers, together with Putin, if it's okay for you.
And how does it make you feel? Seeing all these people, just
Again.
to listen to their stories.
Again, depends of stories.
Depends stories.
Some stories I'm crying. I hold in my tears, and I can't. Some stories I just give some suggestion. I listen some suggestion from the people. We just talk.
Okay.
Then the worst stories, it's about the kids, it's about the house, it's about the dice, it's about war.
Okay.
Then usually most of the people are waiting till till the end. They doesn't want to leave their home. That's why they stay there till the tank come to the house or the bomb flies on the backyard, you know. Then some people has nothing. Wherever they were, they just jump on and run. No money, no food, no nothing.
I've been seeing a lot of people like that, just with a small backpack, like
Yeah,
crossing the
you see,
border.
that's bad. This can't be good. Not at all.
I would like to say to European people that the Ukrainian nation is almost different from the Russian nation. It is not one nation, as usually Ukrainian people understand as Russian peoples. We do not Russians. We are not Russians. We are very different peoples. We have very different principles. We have very different moral principles. We would like to live in peace, democracy, and through other. We do not like voluntarism. We do not like authoritarianism and dictation from one person.
According to Ukrainian intelligence, by the end of March, more than 600 alleged Russian spies had been detained by security forces and volunteers that patrolled the city enforcing martial law.
Тут плюс-мінус до 12-ї ночі, до 1-ї, до 2-ї буваємо, потім ще йдемо, патрулюємо місто. Пропагандистів і виловлюємо диверсантів, тому що їх тут дуже багато, їх навіть на вокзалі дуже багато є. Нам допомагають відповідно військові, відповідно допомагають поліцаї. Чи ми їм допомагаємо, скажімо так, да.
Inside Lviv Central Station, thousands of refugees pass through every day. They catch trains to neighboring countries or other cities in Ukraine to reunite with family members. How do you feel today?
Every day I want to go back home. It's such a pain in my heart, you see. I cry when I watch some videos from Zaporizhia, from Melitopol, from Mariupol. It's hard to watch it. I'm full of tears and I'm crying a lot, and I can't tell you what I feel just now. It's a real pain. It's a real pain.
What would you like to say to the world if you could speak with anyone?
I would like to say that all people are the same all around the world, and all people want to live in peace without war. But you see, not all of them can imagine what is the real war. You see, it's very hard to leave homes, to leave relatives, and it's very hard to be a refugee. You see, yes, it's nice to travel. You see, to be a traveler. It's nice to be a traveler around the world, but not a refugee.
I cannot even begin to imagine the situation.
Now I still have some money, you see, with me. And what will be in the future? Of course, I will try to find something, but it's my dream to leave to leave this place and to go home, to go back to my family and to my students, and to be with them, because they need me. You see, they need my knowledge, they need my teaching, and here I think that maybe I could find a job, but when, I don't know.
Given Lviv's relative calm and distance from the front lines, more than 200,000 Ukrainians from all over the country are staying in temporary shelters across the city. I visited one church that is hosting refugees from the east and sent supplies to the front lines to see what the situation is like. There, I met Jose Jesus, a missionary from Venezuela that has been living in Ukraine for 10 years.
Aquí desde que empezó la guerra hemos acogido más de 2.200 personas y en cada día duermen entre 150 a 180 personas. Hay un grupo estable que no quiere abandonar Ucrania y lo que nosotros damos es techo, alimento y repartir toda la ayuda humanitaria que, como ven, llega. En nuestra labor es hacer que esta ayuda humanitaria llegue, no solo a los que están aquí, sino a todas las personas. Por ejemplo, ahora han venido desde Polonia, han ido por la ciudad, tenemos un depósito en otro lugar porque aquí las cosas ya no caben, gracias a Dios la gente se ha abocado y vienen a recoger las otras cosas que quedan aquí en la parroquia. Van ahora a la ciudad de Dnipro, Kamyansk y Zaporizhia. Van a ayudar un poco a los hermanos que nos han expresado que la están pasando mal y necesitan esta ayuda humanitaria. Yo todos los días me toca hablar con las personas, es mi labor acá, hablar con las personas y en medio de tanta luz, de tanto odio que pueden hacer en ellos, hablarle de la posibilidad del perdón, porque como iglesia es lo que podemos hacer. Sabemos que es fácil llenarse de odio hacia los rusos, digamos, pero sabemos que esto no es una guerra de toda una nación, ¿no? Entonces, más que todo eso es nuestra misión acá.
¿Y cómo te sientes después de todas estas semanas?
Ahí a veces me agota el miedo, porque por ejemplo el domingo pasado, cuando ya concretamente escuchamos aquí explosiones, sí, el miedo cansa mucho, agobia, y también el cansancio del todo día, pero contento en el servicio. De verdad que lo que me da la alegría de servir me mantiene en pie eso.
¿Qué le dirías a los rusos?
Que se conviertan, que de verdad que se conviertan y que vean el dolor que están causando, especialmente porque hay niños como por ejemplo el pequeño Elías que está ahorita por allí. ¿Qué te ha hecho el pequeño Elías a ti para que ataque de esta manera, ¿no? Y le diré eso, que escuchen el grito de los que sufren.
At the Ukrainian-Polish border, in the towns of Shehini and Medica, thousands of mainly women and children arrive every day to cross to Poland. The queues at the border crossing can be kilometers long and can take up to 3 days. Ukrainian and foreign volunteers gather here to help any way they can. Here I met Adam, who has escaped from the eastern city of Kharkiv and is volunteering providing food to incoming refugees.
And when the explosion happened, I grabbed all the girls and we escaped to bomb shelter. And from that,
Kharkiv?
Yes. Okay. From that moment, we lived in the bomb shelter for 7 days long.
Wow!
And we, as we situated in the center of town, of city, we have heard all the explosions was in the city.
Yeah.
And it was very hard, psychological.
What are your hopes for the future now?
I hope that nobody will die. Nobody will die. Because I lost friends already. And it cannot be. This situation, it's totally wrong. I hope that it will finish today, tomorrow, as fast as possible. I very hope so. Very hope so. Save people, save the country, save Ukraine, stop war, please.
On the Polish side of the border, hundreds of international volunteers, NGOs, security forces and media await refugees that are greeted with food and camera flashes before they continue their onward journeys to bigger humanitarian centers.
I wasn't expecting, nobody was expecting this. In reality, I was very, very impressed, and I was like, you know, Douglas Adams, a writer who wrote Hitchhiking Through the Galaxy.
I've heard about it.
Yes, and the situation there is that the characters left the Earth and while they were traveling, the Earth was destroyed. And this is how I feel like when I'm away, my city is being destroyed like to the ground, and this is very painful. I cannot tell you how much. It's been a lot of time, and I've passed all the stadiums of depression. This is why I'm okay now. But you know, it's been almost 3 weeks, and it's continuing again and again.
We also met Tom, a foreign fighter whose real identity is not being displayed due to security concerns. He was abroad to cross the border to Ukraine, where he has been fighting in the front lines for the last 2 months.
What do your family and friends think about all this?
They're afraid, they're terrified, they're scared, and they're trying to make me stay, but they know if I make some decision, nothing gonna stop me. I just have to do it, you know. I will feel bad, really. I'll be really sad if I couldn't help somehow, you know. So for the last couple of days was helping refugees with the bags, with the children, the food and everything. So yeah. So now the time to cross the border.
And are you like concerned or afraid about what could happen to you?
Yeah, of course. If I wouldn't be afraid, I'd be crazy, right? That'd be something right in my head. Of course I'm afraid. Everybody should be afraid going to the war zone, right? So anything could happen. Anything, anytime, you know.
Do you have a message to the whole world? Because you know, like we feel that after some time, you know, people are gonna forget about this thing very quickly.
Peace.
Peace.
There is no point for war, really. It's just, this is crazy thing. We can all be happy, but the politics need to start thinking. The politics is the biggest problem in this world. Politician, nothing else. Politician, money, dirty businesses, corporation, that's it. They make a mess in our planet. People, corporation, like I said.
What would you say to Putin?
To Putin, I don't want to attack with him. There is no person for me. He's not a human. He's not a human. That's what I'm thinking, really. Because human have a feeling. Human know what other people can feel. He don't think about it. So why should I talk with him? No point. No point.
And to the Russians, who are gonna send their kids to war?
Russian for me the same people like Ukrainian, Polish, I don't know, people from Africa. We're all the same. We're all the same. So you know, I feel so sorry. They are closed in their country right now. They can't do shopping. Like most of the companies run away from the country because of the sanction and things like that. So you know, I just feel because most of them they have no clue what's happening in Europe because they live in like in closed country basically, right? They're communists. So yeah, I just feel so sorry for them, you know. And I feel so sorry for the boys who have to fight without knowing about that.
Poland has taken in almost 3 million Ukrainian refugees, more than all other countries combined. From the town of Medica, refugees hop on buses to the bigger town of Przemyśl, that with 60,000 inhabitants and 8 kilometers away from the border, has become one of the spotlights of the crisis. Here, many refugees end up in temporary refugee camps before they continue their journeys to other parts of Poland and Europe. Volunteers, alongside local and international NGOs, offer medical, logistical and translation support to refugees like Vera, that has come from Kyiv with little more than a small backpack and her family.
А в данный момент, как вы чувствуете сейчас, что вы находитесь сейчас?
Мы уехали, потому что бомбежки уже продолжались днем и ночью. Нельзя было ни работать, ни жить, ни столы в магазинах, ничего завозить, не допускали машины с товаром, чтобы привезли продукты. Уже настолько стало плохо, что вынуждены были уехать. Бомбежки, дома горят. И что думать? Упадет одна бомба на дом, дом весь горит снизу доверху. Куда деваться? Поэтому надо заранее уезжать. Мы уехали в первые дни войны. Мы уже видели начало страшное, не дай бог никому. У нас уже под Киевом небольшие поселки разбомбили.
Когда вы сюда приехали, в Польшу, и на дороге, вы приехали через зеленые коридоры, например?
Мы ехали поездом ночью. ночью, чтобы нас никто не видел. Свет выключен в поезде. Ни ребенка покормить, ни фонариком под столом светили, чтобы покормить ребеночка, потому что нельзя. Увидят свет в поезде, по поезду бьют. Слава Богу, мы проехали хорошо. Мы только за ночь один раз слышали сирена, предупреждение об атаке, налета. Но мы поехали другим коридором, не обычным на Львов, а другим, понимаете, в сторону. Слава Богу, обошлось.
А последний вопрос, что вы хотите сказать миру?
Миру сказать, чтобы нигде, ни в какой стране не продолжалась такая война, как идет у нас. Грязная, несправедливая, насильственная. Не дай Бог никому такого пережить. И прошу людей помочь нашей Украине. Мы не просим добра, мы просим помощи и защиты. И чтобы Россия забрала своих военных с нашей страны и солдат. Они все умирают за даром, ни за что, ни за что.
War represents the darkest side of human nature. Fear, hate, destruction, and death can be seen everywhere. But within all that chaos, I saw love. A battle for love that is being fought in every street, every house, and every heart. Those fighting in this battle don't necessarily carry weapons and bulletproof vests. They carry compassion, care, and a smile. After meeting all of these people, I have no doubt that in this battle, love will conquer fear.